Hello everybody and welcome back to ETS Reacts. Today we're back with Liar Game episode 11. They don't have the title out yet, it just says episode 11. But anyway, last episode we ended the downsizing game where Mohawk Bro was the one to lose. But guess what? Don't worry, we know how Naoa works. She saved Mohawk Bro by eliminating him because she had earned 900 million yen and she ended up giving 200 million yen to Mohawk because he was the one person to show her kindness when nobody else would, which means he is too good for the Liar Game, right? And what I really think is cool about Nao's character is just the way that she sees the world, because I think when you boil it down, she sees the world the way that all of us want the world to be, but in reality, it's just not the way the world is. And so I think Nao is now trying to use the Liar Game to like kind of try to convince other people to see the world in the same way that she sees it in the Truth Game, a positive way. And I hope that she can convince the world, because that would be awesome if the world was that way. But unfortunately, it's not. And I doubt she'll be able to convince the next people in the game, and then her group that she has in this loser bracket will fall apart. I am so excited. You guys have hyped me up for this what is it? Game 3? Because we had the sensei steal the 100 yen, we had the minority, and then we had the downsizing. So it's technically game round 4, but game 3 maybe, because this was the loser bracket. Anyway, I'm excited to get into it. You guys have hyped it so much. I cannot wait. I'm sure this episode is just going to kind of be an in-betweener, an in-between game, kind of like what I think about in between the minority into the downsizing. So I can't wait. Let's get into this new game, or at least maybe get introduced to it. So let's wait no more and let's get it. Not gonna lie, I don't think I ever knew Mohawk Man's name was Mira. But it makes sense. M Mohawk, M Mira. I'm gonna kind of miss Mohawk guy in this show now that he's set free. Alright, I was thinking about stuff during the opening, and the first thing I thought of was, we have 14 more episodes, and is it just gonna be game 3 of the Liar Game? I was like, that's more than a whole season of anime just for one arc. Is unbelievable. I mean, I know that's the case for like a lot of the like really long anime series of like Naruto or One Piece or something like that, but like for your average ordinary anime, like this is a huge arc. And then the second thing is I couldn't find a notebook anywhere. I know you guys in the comments, you're like, you better get out your notebook, go back like you're going to school and be like, aye, Professor Akiyama, I will be learning from you the art of conning. So I am ready to roll. I just figured I have post-it note. All I'm going to do is I'm going to jot something down. I'm going to go whoosh, and just stick it up on my other monitor, and I'll just look over and I'll be like, rules of this game, and then just have like my whole screen over here just like filled with post-it notes of like, I won't even like take it down. I just will keep it up during the whole week while I'm recording. I'll just keep post-it note and be like anyway, so let's get into here. I'm prepped, I'm ready to go. Are you guys prepped? Are you guys ready to go? We will find out. So let's get into it. Ooh, it's the Contraband game. I feel like now that I see this, I've seen it in the comments of people saying the Contraband game. If we want to do some research and figure out what the hell contraband. Yep, I definitely knew what that meant. So goods that are imported like illegally. All right. Remaining 8 of you will proceed to the third game, the Contraband game, where we're gonna import illegal items. Wait. Should I just go, 8 of you, proceed to the final round? Just like write like every sentence. You know, like when you're in school and the slides are up, I always struggled with it, right? Of, do I just write everything and you just like crank out like every single bullet point up there as fast as possible, and you're just like writing for an hour and a half during your class in college? Or you just take like bullet points. But then I always felt like if I took bullet points of like, oh yeah, that's the important thing up there, and then I'll like study it, and then like the one bullet point you didn't write down, or like the two out of the three that you didn't write down was like the one on the test, and then you're just like, what the fuck? Why didn't I write down everything? It's like PTSD. Oh, we're returning to the bowling alley. So we have 2 weeks, and then we're back for the third game. Don't worry, we have Nao-chan on our side. Hopefully she'll do some growing and learning and continue on her path of growth during this 2 weeks, because if not, then spiky-haired dude who's the classic character from 2000 animes, you're screwed and you will have zero faith. Because what I think is going to happen in this third game is they're just going to go straight down into dead again, and then it's like, how do you keep believing in this truth game? I don't know. She's got our back. She's kind of set herself up here, though, because all of them are like, she's got our back, and then as soon as this third game starts, if like people are smart enough and they see like everyone relies on Nao, like if you just get them to all turn on Nao and to like stack her into debt, far more complicated. Are they at a Waffle House or Loyal House, or is that like it's a knockoff Waffle House? Dun, dun. Don't worry about it, because Akiyama Daddy will be there. Yeah, even though he said he wanted to stay in it. He's sharp. I'm really interested to figure out who's behind this game too, because we kind of last episode we got left off with that cliffhanger of Kanzaki Nao, I thought you were just a dumb naive girl, and I was like, no way, me and the head dude of this liar game, we thought the same thing about Nao, but no, she's trying to flip this to the truth game, which is a very interesting strategy, which I'm sure has never been tried before in previous liar games. Oh, I thought for sure Akiyama would have been the one to call her here. Whoa, it's tomorrow? We just did a 2-week time skip. I thought for sure this was going to be like the next day, and we were going to have to take the full 2 weeks of this episode before we got into the Contraband game. Makes sense. Impossible, especially when you keep moving up in this game and you just get like more wacko characters. Like, think about Yuji Fukunawa, right? I think these characters are going to be 10 times Yuji, you know, and Yuji was by far the best player of this game besides Akiyama up to this point. You said so yourself. Yeah, and I think this is learning a little bit, because really the only way that Nao strategy works is that if everyone in the Contraband game literally agrees with her to the point of like, this is the honesty truth game. See, to me, and you guys might have been right, I might have been a little wrong on episode 9, because it probably was the turning point. Now, was Akiyama leading her? Like, would she have stayed crying in the corner? Yes, but it was the like starting point of this change of her just not always being naive, right? Because that's really the negative connotation that I think all of us had of like, she'd get fooled again, she wouldn't learn, she'd get fooled again, she wouldn't learn. And so now it's like she's finally starting to doubt people, and it's like an awful thing to think. Well, yeah, it is awful, because now you're like this perfect, like she saw the world in rainbow sunshine, right? And it's just not the way the world is, and sadly you have to doubt people. You have to question if they're truly open and honest with what they're talking about. It's good to have doubts. I never thought about it that way, which is honestly a great way to explain doubting to other people. Like, you have to get to know somebody, and how you get to know somebody is you doubt them at first, and then you try to get to know that person more and more, and then by then is like the time that you can fully trust them once you've started to understand their character. But then at the same time you can get played that way too, because people can put on great act. I think I think Naoto might be the best example of it in the future. Of she has this like approachable, friendly, like wants to be honest up front with you, and then she could kind of, if she could play you off of that, it would be really cool. I saw a comment and on my last video where it was like she's been rage baiting us for this whole time, right? Because it's like, God, how is she so naive, banging her head against the wall as a viewer? But now she's gonna turn that into the other players in this game to be like somehow rage baiting them, and like when someone thinks they're so smart. And rage baiting is like strangely effective to people who are smarter than you, because like they view you as someone who's dumber, and when they view you as someone who's dumber and they kind of hold themselves when you're kind of rage baiting them, oh my god, it just like it destroys them for some reason. I've never got it. But anyway, that was a long ramble. Let's get back into the show. Now I have to go back because I'm like, wait, what were we talking about? Yeah, it's a noble thing. Let's go back. Akiyama dropping some bars, because I feel like he's thinking a lot about his mom and like her situation with the Ponzi scheme. Right, and what he's saying there is, you ever have someone go like, trust me, bro, trust me, it'll be the coolest thing ever, trust me, and you're like, all right, I'll trust you, I guess, and then you go and do that thing and it's the most stupid thing you've ever done, or like people are like, hey, trust me, this is the last time, I swear, like I'll borrow money, I'll pay you back, and then it just never happens. And from that person's point of view that is kind of treating you that way, it's indifference. Like they literally don't give a crap about you. It's not about understanding you. Right, the true wickedness isn't from trusting somebody, it's from that person who has that indifference towards you. He's dropping bars. Because if you just have like a surface level understanding, and kind of what she was saying, she never really tried to doubt somebody to get to know their like true intentions, if she could trust them. She was just like, I'll just trust everybody, I'll view everybody as a good person. And so you only get to know them like surface level wise, where if you start to doubt them and you start to try to like kind of climb into, I'm gonna call their like inner soul or like their true being, then you can fully have like a true relationship. And maybe the first person she's able to do this with is Akiyama. Doubt and doubt some more, look straight into their hearts. Yeah. Yeah. Banger. Akiyama just always drops us lines on lines. Not like Coke, but holy shit. What is going on? What are those tits? We'll be using this card in the game. Ready? First note of the day. Alright. First, you can't even see it. Can you see it now? Card in game. Don't lose it. Exclamation points. Alright, we got it up there. Or should I just go like put it on the back wall so like everyone can still see it? Like it's a murder, like a murder case victory, like I'm trying to hunt down somebody. That would be kind of more funny though, wouldn't it? Can you even see this shit? Contraband. Ah, I can see it anyway. You guys can't. That's disappointing. All right, I tried for probably like 10 minutes to look for something that I could put behind me to like put my post-it notes up on for you guys to see. It ain't happening. I thought of the back wall, but I'm like, it's pointless, and I have to turn around and I have to stare at it, and it'd kind of be hard for me to see. There's no way you guys would see it, so I need a whiteboard. I need a whiteboard so I could just turn around and go boop 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 boop, and then just like turn back around. But anyway, let's not delay this reaction anymore. I don't got all night, so let's get it. We got the card in the game. Don't lose it. It's up there. We're ready. Oh, we're on a bus. We're not staying at this area. Whoa, we're going to the airport? We're flying to a different country? Maybe a different city? Oh, it's just the airport. They're gonna capture us. They're kidnapping us. Smuggle people overseas. You come to a very apt conclusion. Whoa, the third game is about traveling between two different countries? So they're able to leave Japan without their passport? No. Sakura Airlines, innovation of Japan. Immigration checkpoint. It must be huge, Yuji. That was a crazy statement. I didn't mean the organization's huge. Oh boy. Alright. Post-it notes are ready again. Hold on. I was not ready. It's a team competition. Well, it differs a little bit, but right, the minority game was basically a team competition because we had 3 different teams, but somehow Yuji played all 3. How come Akiyama is like in the losers group? Where's everybody else? The contraband game. Accessories. I don't think anyone wants you as an accessory there. Double chin, bro. Nice. Well, that's good to know. Smuggling between countries. A make-believe foreign country. Whoa, I wonder if the other players are going to be on the other side. It's a country of night. Alright, let's write this down. Getting a post-it note ready. Alright, I got it. Foreign country across the platform. We are in day country. My guess is I said they are in night. So, got that locked up. It's in the brain now as I yeeted my post-it notes. Oh, more about these 2 countries. Relations between the country of day and the country of the night have soured. Day and night. No more friends. Day and night. Friends no more. Frowny face. Locked in. 72 hours. War will break out. This is a problem. Well, obviously, we live in the country of day. Oh, we're international traders. Right, we're contraband. So they're basically saying we have just contraband money, like illegal money in the other country. Right, so we have a lot of capital in the country of night. And once this war breaks out in 72 hours, that money will probably become the country of nights. So we have to go and seize it from the country of night before the 72 hours are up, is what my guess is. And that'll be crazy because we're probably going to have to go infiltrate the other platform to get the cash, but I wonder what the cash is. Probably won't be real cash, or maybe it will be real cash. And put it in the third country? Wait. As much as your money from that country as possible. And evacuate it to a safe third country. So is there a third platform? A neutral country like Switzerland. Yep. But where is that platform in this airport? Right, because that's what it is too. Like, I think there's an actual, like, you can only take $10,000 into like another country, or it's like contraband. Like, someone correct me on that if I'm wrong there, but you definitely only have like a specific amount of money that you can take over, like cash wise. All right, now let's go back and write shit down. Whoever told me to write stuff down, you were very helpful. Now, it may hurt the reaction, but for my head, it might help. I said, goal to take all money from night, move to third country, inspect it at the border to see how much cash we have. All right, I got 4 notes up there. It's bad news because we're probably only 1/3 the way through this. I wonder if the formidable, like in my head, this is kind of how I'm picturing the game going so far, is we're going to have to divide our team up into people who are going to go smuggle the cash out of night, and the people that are going to be the inspector who stay behind in our country. Because my guess is the night platform is going to have the same amount of people, some that are going to have to go and do the same thing, smuggle cash out of our country, and we're going to have to inspect them to kind of catch them while they're smuggling out the cash. All right, let's see in practice. Oh no, we're splitting ourselves into the country of night and the country of day. So is the country of night's role just to inspect and to catch them, or will the country of night also have cash in the country of day? I guess it probably would have cash in the country of day. No, yeah, my guess is that we're a team. And this is just a practice run, and these other people who have won the game or from a different losers bracket are coming in to play against us. You may listen without fear. This is going to be a massively long reaction. Like, we're not even halfway through this, and I'm already at 50 minutes recording. We're in for one today. Who's on his... No, the smuggler's gonna be Nao? Move down the corridor. Find an elevator. Wow, they even have the carpet all like different colors, like the border. Very creative. They've had a lot of they spent the 2 weeks just probably shipping in carpet that said night side and day side into the airport. Up the elevator. I feel like these are important details to get, because why explain the way that you get to the border without it being important? Because what if somebody else finds a different way to sneak into the day side or the night side? Like there was a different way to get in. Would be crazy. Let's go back and get it. All right, I got the path. Corridor, elevator, up one floor, follow hall to border another way, question mark. All right, let's see this. Whoa, whoa, why is bro on the night side? You're supposed to stay on your side. You're the one who didn't say you were the smuggler. And where's Akiyama? He's probably like aura farming in the back, up against the wall. I'm gonna take this down and continue to write notes on it. So I wonder if each person has to go and withdraw their own amount of money. So everyone has to cross the border at some point to collect their own money from the bank? Or can one person just continuously cross the border and collect everyone's money and bring it back without being caught? With the card you're given at the beginning. That's why I said card in the game, don't lose it. That's why I wrote it down. See that memory bank? It's all from the post-it notes. What if someone already lost it? So that's really what it's going to boil down to. If you're from a different country, you have to figure out a way to steal that card off somebody. Because if you have that card and it's each individual person has to go across the border to get their money, then man, if you can hold somebody else's card, you'd be in... Or I guess that would how you could get one person to go across if one person holds all of your cards. But then I wonder if there's something like an M ticket where you could like sell off other people's cards once you collect them for like a higher price, obviously, than what's in the game. Display your current balance. 110 30 300 million. So we all have 300 million that we have to smuggle across the border. So these guys, they're in probably what 100 million in debt besides Nao and Akiyama. So I mean, it had to be at least 300 to make them their mouths water a little bit. But wait, there's more. 400 million in this game. I really want to know where this third country is located, because I wonder if someone can discover the third country, can they go in and steal that money that you have? Whoa. Alright, write that down. Your opportunity has quadrupled. And that was my point of, with can these people really stick to trusting the truth game from Nao when your money or your debt could be quadrupled? It's going to be so hard, isn't it? It's going to be impossible. He's like, how long are you all going to be able to trust each other to keep up this truth game act? Man, quadruple the risk. Yep, you could go 400 million in debt. Where's Akiyama in all this? We literally didn't see Akiyama at all while he was explaining the game. So I'm like, where is he? What's he up to? What's he plotting?
トランクに入れたお金のみです。飛ぶ金額はいくらでも構いません。5000万でも100万でもゼロでも構いません。ただし一度に運べるのはこのトランクに入る。
Okay, a briefcase can only hold 100 million. Let's write that down. Literally a dummy. Dude, I spent probably 10 minutes so far, like tonight, trying to walk around to find something. Like, I took my extra TV that I don't really use in my bedroom. I took it over. I tried to stack it on a chair. When I literally tucked this thing up against a freaking coat closet that I could have just moved this freaking door in a bedroom to stick this door out to have my notes that you guys still can't even probably read or see, which, you know, is what it is at this point, other than I think it looks a lot cooler than not being able to see my notes that I've been writing down this whole time. So anyway, all right, I'm in the middle of writing down my $100 million that you can take at a time in the briefcase. Oh, just flexing on us the 100 million. I feel like that just pumped out 100 million way too quick. Is he gonna like shut the doors while she's in there? How much is she gonna take out? Zero? Zero? Take out zero. Oh, so it's not even our opponents that inspect us. It's just gonna be a liar game official? Alright, let's see what we get here. This is a checker. It's fully soundproof. Within. Alright. So let's write this down. My first thought is could you just like knock out the liar? You can't use violence though, can you? But you can. We've seen Yuji punch people and participants. Can you like knock out the liar game official, take his mask, take his clothes, pose as him, and then when your teammate or like the opponent comes through to like question them, you can figure out like how much money they have or like try to steal the briefcase. I mean, I don't know what he's going to talk about yet, but it's the first thing that popped into my head. And then I wonder if the opponents are on the other side of the see-through glass. Oh, Akiyama. So it is, the inspector is someone from the other country. You cannot touch the briefcase. Okay. I had to do a little crossing off on this one. 10 minutes. That was bad. That was bad handwriting right there. I have bad handwriting in general, so it probably makes it even freaking worse to read my handwriting. Remove the soundproofing. Doubt. Wow. So in reality, why take 1 million? Because they could just take away 1 million from you. It's either you take 0 or you take 100. Like that's what you do. I don't see the logic of taking anything less than 100, other than maybe your opponent steals 100 million from you. But at that point, I was like, I'd rather go big or go home. Like if they take 25 million, it kind of feels insignificant if you just smuggle that amount through. Okay, this makes a lot more sense then. If you say doubt, you must declare how much money you think the other player has. Doubt 100 million. 50 million. Makes it a lot tougher. Offer compensation. Oh, so they must pay damages from their third country bank account. So if they just doubt and they don't get the amount correct, like let's say they smuggled and they smuggled 100 million, but they say doubt 50 million, then what happens? Do they just pay a smaller fee or a half? Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I might need to take this back. Take you back? No, don't run away. Oh, fucking Christ. My tree of notes are getting longer and longer up there. My contraband sticker already wants to fucking fall down. And check the contents of the briefcase. The moment of truth. Case 1. The inspector says pass. And then they're able to smuggle in their contraband. Right? They get 100. They said 0. They get 0. I'm on it. The inspector says doubt, but the case is empty. Then the inspector would have to pay 25 million in this case. Case 3. The inspector says doubt and the smuggler has declared amount or less. Huh, so the inspector can take the money away even if they don't guess the amount correct. So if they guess 50 million and as long as it's under 50 million, they take the whole pot of money. Interesting. Let's write down case 3 because I understood the first two. I didn't. Case 3 was a little wrinkle. But to me, that means that it goes back to my original point of I can see why you would take less money now, but to me, I'd still take 100 million because if they guess, like if you take 10 million and they guess 80, they're still taking your money anyway. So if you just take 100, then it's like high risk, high reward, because if they guess 100 right on the money, then they take a lot of your money, right? They take 1/3 of it. But at the same time, if you can somehow deceive them to go 20 and you're like, sorry, I have 100, then do you keep that 100 million plus the 10 million in fees that they guessed? I guess we'll see. Maybe this is case 4. If the inspector says doubt and the smuggler, yes, this was my exact question. Doubt though, 50 million, 60 million inside. What happens? The smuggler is carrying more than the amount they declared. They succeed. And then they have to pay the fee on top of it. Nice. So that's huge. You would want to carry 100 million and then have them doubt and then them say like 90, and then you'd be bathing in cash. You'd make 145 million right there. You'd get back in your country in the bathtub and you'd just be like swimming in it. You'd be swimming in that money. All right, let's write down case 4. Money. Wait, what did Yuji say? Fake boob Yuji. Massive fake boob Yuji. Insult to injury. Yep. 0. And this would be huge progress if she took 100 million and Akiyama says 0. You have 10 minutes. I don't need 10 minutes. He guessed it on the money. He's so freaking smart. How is it possible? How was he able to guess 1 million? I would have said 0. How did you know? It was simple. How was it simple? Each time she moved the briefcase, I could hear the money rattling around, so he knew it must have not been enough, right? Because if there was a ton of money, you wouldn't hear it rattling around. But the fact that he could guess, because you would think if it was 1 million, you really couldn't hear it rattle around all that much. Maybe you could hear like 10 to 15 million rattle around, but I would have guessed it like 1 million wasn't enough to hear sound. So fucking observant, it's unreal. You know how like he was so during this conversation where I'm writing down every single freaking note so far, like I would be so locked in to try to understand the rules so that I could find a loophole, an advantage, but he was still locked in on this briefcase to know how much money Nao stole. Incredible. Unbelievable. Daddy Akiyama poster again.
今のは検査官の勝ち。この100万は秋山さんの第三国の口座に入り、負けた神崎さんは夜の国の口座の100万円を失いました。この後、攻守が交代し、
Now switch sides.
昼の国がそれを阻止する検査官となります。
So Akiyama's gonna steal cash and Nao is gonna be the inspector? 50 rounds! I feel like that's a shit ton of rounds. But if each person, how many people? 5, 9. So it'd be 5 rounds each-ish if they stay as one team and they don't play against each other. Because, right, we obviously know there's new people coming in, so I would assume there'd be nine other people coming in on the other side. So, and everybody would get 5 rounds. All right. Goju game. You'll see once you begin. In the blink of an eye. 50 rounds in 72 hours. Use that limited time to transfer as much, right? This is the first time I've seen Akiyama not look fully confident. Like he's looking down at the briefcase like he's actually a little stumped. Like he looks a little stumped or worried, which I don't blame him. Like this is so complicated and trying to figure out a way to work your way around it. Like I thought of knocking the inspector out and becoming the inspector and taking the briefcase and feeling it beforehand, but then I don't know how that strategy would work anymore unless you'd have like hand signals or something to the person that's sitting down in there, but they don't come in. And do they even handle the briefcase? I think they do handle the briefcase. They set it down in the middle, or maybe Nao did, so I don't think my strategy would work. The individual prize money will serve as your prize. Right, so everyone would want, like I said, their 4.5 turns to try to take their money in to their third country bank account, because that's how themselves make the money. But if we're going by the truth game, right, we're going to try to get everybody at a certain amount so that like we can continue on in the game without losing any money, and so that the liar game doesn't make any profit, or somehow that they can escape the game without them losing any money and without the liar game making any profit. You get 400 million. I can't wait until all this falls apart and it just goes crashing up in flames. Huh? It's not the only way to increase money in our bank account? Nuts. Absolutely nuts. What's the other way then? Oh, right. You get the inspector to pay you the damages. It could be 200 million yen? Whoa, I can't believe they made a greedy version of Nao there. That was crazy. It's like a complete 180, like a different world Nao, where she's just like the most greedy person of all time. Yay, another 200 million for me. Somebody seized 100 million in contraband. Cash 5 times. Like, it is so funny to see a greedy Nao. Holy shit, the amount of money you can win in this game is unreal. I guess it's not as much as 2.1 billion as the Minority game, but I mean, if you capitalize on everything, it's probably just under 2 billion. Should I have been writing down that money amount? I don't feel like that's overly important, but we'll see. Yosh! That's literally what I just drew right there. The most worst drawing of all time of evil Nao. That voice acting was so good as evil Nao. Would it lose all their money? It'd become yours. Holy shit, the amount of money you could win in this game is unbelievable. I gotta add on to my evil Nao note. And what's crazy about this like arc is that there's just so much shit going on that it's almost like where I don't even feel like pressured to understand it. Like I just feel like I can sit back and I can just enjoy the crazy ride that's about to happen in this Contraband game, because I'm like, there's no possible way that I'm going to be able to understand this. Like, I'm going to have to turn around and look at these notes that are going to be falling off every week because the stupid Contraband sticker doesn't stick. And I'm going to have to be like, card and game, forward and country, across platform, day and night, friends no more, gold is to take. But I'm going to have to turn around 24/7 and like lock myself in, or it's going to be one of those where like before I start the reaction, I'm going to have to sit down and be like, evil Nao. All right, we're good to go. Like personally earn 1 billion yen, but didn't Akiyama win 2.1 billion yen, but then he had to split it up? So like if you worked alone in the last game, like someone coming in could have 2.1 billion yen if they won the Minority game on their own, right? Big good chance desu. Holy shit, or we go 400 million in debt. It's either 1 billion up. We could be swimming in it, right? We could be swimming in this cash. 1 billion up, or we go 400 million in the red big hole. Not Clifford the dog, the debt hole. Oh, Yuji, thinking of it. You 9 are going to be a team. Some real dum-dums here. Sadly, Yuji, you're stuck with the real dum-dums, because I would say there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 real dum-dums, and then you have the tier above dum-dums, which I'm just putting in the Kanzaki Nao tier, and then you got the Yuji tier that's above that, and then you got Prince King Daddy Akiyama, who just freaking destroys everybody in this anime, at the very top. So there are some real tier differences here. Yep. Maybe since I have the post-it note, I'll write the tiers out of this. What the fuck? That one's dead. I'm an idiot. I was peeling off the wrong side. Here are my tier ranking. We have 1. You can't see it. We have 1 Prince King Daddy. I mean, obviously number 1. 2, we have fake boobies. 3, we have Sweet Queen. And then 4, we have the Dum Dum Suckers. If you never had a Dum Dum Sucker, pretty good. You missed out in your childhood. Anyway, that goes up on the wall.
それなんですが、実はもう決まっています。早く教えろ。まあまあ。
Nah, it's 9 of you versus the other 9.
まず昼の国チームですが。
Please, Akiyama-san, please let me be with Akiyama-san. It has to be all 9 of them. Because that's how we're introduced to the other goated antagonists of U9. Yeah, we knew that was coming. Akiyama! Yay! That's how I know I win this game! Step out and meet them. Here we go. Alright, I'm ready. Oh god. Oh man, here we go. These are the goated characters you guys have all been hyping up. Straight away, back of the head. Oh shit, the aura. There's not even females in this group. I guess we don't have any. Oh, we have Nao. That was really dumb of me. Only female we have is Nao. Alright, these will be our opponents. Now, are these the hype ones? I don't see Ratman. The opening, we have Ratman. So where the hell's Ratman? Do you think we just knock out this first game and these guys, like, they ain't no big of deals? And then we kind of move on to, like, the hardcore people as we win more and more in this game? And we just keep playing the Contraband game over and over again? Or are these guys really the aura tough guys? Let's break it down. I mean, who the hell wears goggles like that? Is that a thing? Like, bro's like gonna go swimming. I mean, he might be swimming in the cash and after this. Alright, right away. People who scare me. One, this guy up front scares me. He just has the balled up fist, the kind of like squinty eyes, like the posture, the really white face. Scares me. Little ghosty. Next person scares me. The dude who's always in the back, nonchalant, looks innocent, but could kill you. Number 3. I don't know. Do we go Delinquent Coon? I don't think so. Goggles. Goggles number 3. He scares me the third most because he came prepared to swim in the cash. Outside of that, I can't really tell anybody difference. This guy's got an amazing eyebrow. Yeah! I actually had a lot of fun this episode. I had a lot of fun. Whoa, this is the other guy who's led this group through. So Laronia has led us through our game. This guy with the mustache and kind of the diamonds over the eyes has led them through their game. Nereko and Seek Victory, they sound identical. No. So we're gonna have an hour to prep together to figure out what the hell we're doing. It is one of those things where, like, they literally were like sizing each other up for the first time. Double chin guy, dum dum. And literally, you guys are just like hyping them up before you even talk to any of them. See, we're already getting the questioning. This is literally like, oh man, this is just like Tomodachi Game right now, right? Because if you guys haven't seen Tomodachi Game, if you have, they're watching them from behind the scenes, and when their groups come together in that like island where you had what was it, Yamaguchi literally, when he shoved the the tournament official off the cliff, or was kind of baiting her the whole time. Like them two behind the scenes are like, how's your team? Are they any good? And one of them, they're like, some of them are okay, but we have a surefire killer, and it was Yamaguchi, and the other person didn't believe him. Fukunaga is smart and physically strong. She's packing upstairs too. Most importantly, ruthless. She is ruthless. He does she. Akiyama. It is Nao, which is crazy. Can you imagine if you're the official, and out of Akiyama and Fukunaga, who's played the game the best, the one that has caught his attention is Nao. Kanzaki Nao. I have heard the rumors. Cunning to me. She's not. She's not cunning in the slightest. Ruthless. You're the ruthless one. She's as stupid as they come. Yep, but that's what's so intriguing about her, is her nature is so 180. It's so beautiful that you just can't help but get sucked into her character. Unite everybody. Unexpected strength. Naruhodo. Your team is surely insurmountable. This dude, he hasn't seen Prince King Daddy Akiyama go to work yet. It's formidable linchpin, Yokoya. Let's see who Yokoya is. Let's write that down. New Prince King Daddy Overthrower. Yokoya. Show us. Oh shit, it's not even Yokoya. No, how could you not show us? One episode, unedited. Right now, an hour and 40 minutes. It's 11:45 p.m. my time on Monday night. I got work at 6:45. Now, the real question is, do I stay up and edit this and get 0 sleep and go to work? Or do I wait for tomorrow to edit it? That's what the real question shall be, and you guys will know based on when it comes out. But no, I actually had so much fun with that episode. Even though it was just explaining the rules, I feel like I was just enjoying Liar Game so much, just kind of going through, excited about the Contraband. You guys have kind of really got me hyped up. Maybe we get into this Yokoya, and we get to see what this guy's all about. Who do we think Yokoya is? Right, number one to me was kind of the guy, the kind of ghost-looking guy that kind of looked like a rat, if we're being honest, and maybe that's why he had the rat on his shoulders. I don't know if it was actually that guy. Let's go back and try to find that in the opening. See what that guy looked like. Is that cheating? Am I cheating by doing that? Nah, they gave it to me. They gave it in the opening. Can't be cheating. So here he is. Here's the rat guy. I don't know, it's so hard. I don't want to say it's him. It almost looks like one of the tournament officials more than one of the players currently. I'm going to say it looks more like one of the tournament officials more than the Yokoya guy that I was talking about. It obviously isn't Delinquent guy. I don't think it's the older guy. So yeah, I'm really interested to see who this Yokoya is, and if he is able to compete with our Prince King Daddy Akiyama and overthrow him. I'm so pumped for Mondays. I'm so glad it's not a 12, because they could have ended it at the downsizing game, and you know how devastating that would have been probably for the Liar Game, because I feel like we're truly getting into the peakness and really the in-depth storyline that is the Liar Game. I hope you all enjoyed the reaction. It was definitely unique for me, having the post-it notes, kind of going through this stuff. Maybe you guys enjoyed it, maybe you didn't. To me, it was a load of fun, so if you guys didn't, then that sucks. I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing stuff like this because I thought it was a lot of fun. So thank you all for watching to the very end. I know it was a long one, so if you guys enjoyed the reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel, helps me reach a larger audience so that I can continue to grow and do cooler things in the future. So I appreciate all of you who have subscribed to this video or have been with me since day one, January this year. So thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.